All right, so I got a question in my DMs, which I do check. So if you have future questions, send them over. I'll probably do a video like this on them. But this question says, this is from Allison. She was just wondering if I have any information or thoughts on the use of a belt during weightlifting or powerlifting. She noticed that I use one. I have one on today. Shout out to Pioneer. I'm curious what wording you would use with your patients around their use. Perhaps this is something you have previously discussed and I missed it. I haven't discussed this in a video like this. I would like to be better equipped the next time a patient asks me, as it's not something I know enough about. Cool, so you're not alone in that regard. So a lot of misinformation surrounds weightlifting belts. For performance reasons, a lot of us wear them because it does increase intra-abdominal pressure and spinal stiffness, and we're able to kind of breathe and brace into the belt. So we like that for that reason. Me personally, I usually don't start putting it on until I get at a higher percentage of my 1 rep max typically. In the context of pain, injury, and rehab, I will often shy away from them, especially for my weightlifters, powerlifters, CrossFit athletes, strongmen and women. For example, in low back pain context, because a lot of times they'll put it on kind of to quote unquote numb the area or desensitize the painful area so they can continue to train the way they've been training when they likely need to back off of volume and intensity of loading. So I usually kind of minimize belt usage during the rehab process and then let them slowly reintroduce it as our programming kind of normalizes. That just means going from higher volume, lower intensity activity to more moderate to higher intensity and low moderate volume. Hopefully it's beneficial. In the context of pain and injury, we have no data that says wearing a weightlifting belt or any abdominal bracing or support device will minimize the onset of, say, low back pain or injury risk. So that's not meaningful. Don't typically recommend that. I prefer people to use their backs throughout daily living versus being fearful of loading their backs. Hope that's helpful. If you have any further questions, feel free to reach out, send me a DM, and thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna get back to training.